Mowgli and the Moonlight Adventure. In the heart of the Indian jungle, a boy named Mowgli lived a life full of adventure and joy. Raised by wolves, Mowgli's days were filled with laughter and exploration, and his nights were spent listening to the symphony of the jungle. His closest companions were Baloo, a big and friendly bear who loved to nap and eat honey, Bagheera, a sleek and wise black panther, and Kaa, a gentle yet cunning python. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned a deep blue, Mowgli noticed something unusual. The moon was larger and brighter than he had ever seen before. Its silvery light bathed the jungle, casting magical shadows that seemed to dance among the trees. The jungle animals were abuzz with excitement. "Mowgli," Baloo rumbled, his voice warm and deep, "tonight is special. It's the Moonlight Festival, a celebration that happens only once every few years. All the animals gather at the great clearing to celebrate." Mowgli's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "What do we do at the Moonlight Festival, Baloo?" Bagheera, perched gracefully on a low branch, purred, "There's music, dancing, and stories told under the moonlight. It's a night of joy and unity." Kaa slithered down from a nearby tree, his scales shimmering in the moonlight. "And there's the Moonstone Treasure Hunt," he hissed softly. "Legend says that whoever finds the moonstone will be granted a wish by the moon spirit." Mowgli's heart raced with excitement. "A treasure hunt? That sounds amazing. Let's go." With the moon lighting their path, Mowgli and his friends set off through the jungle. The air was alive with the sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves. Mowgli's bare feet danced over the soft ground, and he felt a thrill of anticipation for the adventures that awaited them. As they walked, they met many of their jungle friends. Hathi, the wise old elephant, was leading his herd towards the clearing, their massive feet thudding softly on the forest floor. King Louie, the cheeky orangutan, swung through the trees with his troop, singing a cheerful tune that echoed through the branches. Even Shere Khan, the fierce tiger, seemed to be in a festive mood, his usual scowl replaced with a contemplative gaze at the glowing moon. When they finally reached the great clearing, Mowgli was awestruck. Animals of all kinds had gathered, from tiny mice to majestic deer. Fireflies twinkled like tiny stars, adding to the magical atmosphere. In the center of the clearing stood a tall, ancient tree with a hollow at its base. This was the starting point for the Moonstone Treasure Hunt. Baloo and Bagheera explained the rules to Mowgli. "To find the moonstone," Bagheera said, "you must follow clues hidden around the jungle. Each clue will lead you to the next, and eventually to the moonstone itself." Mowgli grinned, his excitement barely contained. The first clue was hidden in the hollow of the ancient tree. He reached inside and pulled out a scroll made of thick, yellowed parchment. "Where the river bends and the lilies bloom, look for the stone that sparkles at noon," Mowgli read aloud. "The river!" Baloo exclaimed, his eyes wide with excitement. "Let's go, little buddy." They hurried to the riverbank where they found a patch of blooming lilies. Mowgli carefully searched among them and found a smooth, flat stone with a tiny, sparkling gem embedded in it. Carved into the stone was the next clue. "Near the tallest tree with the widest shade, beneath its roots the next clue is laid," Mowgli read. "The great banyan tree," Kaa hissed softly. "Follow me." They made their way to the majestic banyan tree, its roots sprawling like a giant's fingers across the forest floor. Mowgli dug beneath the roots and found another scroll, hidden in a small, hollowed-out space. "To the top of the hill where the stars touch the ground, the moonstone lies where the light is most profound," he read. "That's the Hill of Stars," Bagheera said, his voice filled with determination. "We must climb it before the moon sets." Together, Mowgli and his friends climbed the Hill of Stars. The path was steep and winding, but their spirits were high. When they reached the top, they saw the moonstone glowing softly in the moonlight. It was a large, shimmering gem, unlike anything Mowgli had ever seen before. As he touched the moonstone, a warm, gentle light enveloped him. A soft voice filled the air, the voice of the moon spirit. "You have found the moonstone, Mowgli. Make your wish." Mowgli thought for a moment. He had many things he could wish for. But as he looked at his friends, he knew what he wanted most. "I wish that the Moonlight Festival could happen every year, so we can always celebrate together," he said. The moon spirit's voice was filled with warmth and joy. "Your wish is granted, Mowgli. From now on, the Moonlight Festival will be an annual event, bringing joy to all the creatures of the jungle." As the first light of dawn began to glow on the horizon, Mowgli and his friends returned to the great clearing. They were greeted with cheers and laughter from the gathered animals. The festival continued with even more dancing, singing, and stories. That night, under the brilliant moon, Mowgli felt a deep sense of belonging and happiness. He knew that no matter where life took him, he would always have his friends and the magic of the jungle to return to. And so, the Moonlight Festival became a beloved tradition in the jungle, a time of joy, unity, and the magic of friendship. Mowgli's story reminds us that adventure, friendship, and the magic of nature are treasures we can all cherish.